Hello everyone, I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic, and today we're back with another Microsoft Flight Simulator video, and in this one we're going to be taking a look at the Aerosoft Twin Otter again, but this is the skis version. Before this one, we had a look at the amphibious version, which I will link. It should be on the upper right side, I believe, but yeah, I should link it there. So this is the skis version. This is a pre-release version, so keep this in mind. Some things might change. So look at this beauty. It is coming out on January 19th, 2022. So if by the time you're watching this, it has already released, hello from the past. Yeah, look at this beauty. It is a gorgeous aircraft, and it's one of those aircrafts that you can pretty much land anywhere. Literally. You barely need any runway to both take off and land. So, you barely need any runway. It is a very, very nice livery. Last video, I started with the plane fully open, and I'm gonna open it now, actually. Just so I can actually show how it opens. Last video, I showed how you close it, but yeah. Very, very nice aircraft. So, inside here, what we can do is we can unlock the controls, and just so I can show that they are working, they are animated. Let's hide this and let's open both of these. And there we have it. Both compartments are open, and we do have a door as well. So here we have some cargo we're going to be taking with us. Let's move back. And where's my cursor? There we go. There we have it. This one. And bam. So now we have this compartment. This door, this compartment. And on the other side, we have this door as well. Very, very nice. So let's close this, and to close this, we just have to get the mouse back. But yeah, you just click this. Very, very straightforward. And this, bam. And let's go all the way back to the cockpit, and we can actually open and close the actual cockpit doors. There we go. The pilot, co-pilot. Very, very nice. Let's make sure we have the parking brake set. It is set. And here we have the throttle, the prop, and the fuel on the other side. Fuel, prop, throttle. And we are going to be doing a very short landing, so this is where we're taking off from. And we're going to be going around and towards this. It's like a hotel. It's a mod that I found recently. It's a nice area. I've been taking off to and from this, checking out the area. It's a little bit small though, the area, so you either want to have something like the Twin Otter or a helicopter, but we're gonna have the Twin Otter. So battery coming live, you see, there we go. Everything's looking good. I am not gonna be using the GPS. We're gonna be flying VFR, and everything's looking good. Yep, let's turn the fuel boost on both of you. And I'm gonna do the right thing today. I don't want to burn the engines, so I'm just gonna turn the fuel on after a little bit. So, right. And let's see it increasing a bit. As it increases, let's get anti-collision position. I'm gonna turn most of this on just so I don't have to turn it on later. I'm gonna leave taxi off though. So yeah, and it's up a little bit, so Control 7, and let's take a look at the actual engine. It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, let's go outside so we can actually listen to the engine. Okay, now back for number 1. Let's turn this off. Let's turn the gen on. Bam. Good. And now we can turn this on. And before we do this, I just want to show one thing. When you turn the starter on, the lights dim. So I'm gonna make it nighttime just for a little bit so I can actually show the light dimming. I did this on my first video and I'm gonna do it again just in case you haven't watched it. It is nighttime, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this to the left, and if you keep an eye on this area where you can see a bunch of light, you should notice the light dims a little bit, just a little bit. So let's do this. Just a little bit. Did you notice it? It's such a nice detail. Such a nice detail. But yeah, let's wait for this to go up a little bit. Let's turn the fuel on. This. There we go. Looking good. This is looking very good. Let's go on the outside so we can actually listen to the engine again. I will be turning all the lights on as well, but for now let's just listen to the engine a little bit. As you can see, the lights, they are working, but we don't have any taxi or landing lights yet. I will be turning them on right about now, actually. Yeah, we should be good. So, landing lights coming on. As you can see, it did come on in front of us. But yeah, taxi lights as well. There we go. And you should be all the way armed. Okay. Flashlight going off. Here you can see all the lights. The landing lights, taxi lights, strobes, position lights. It is working really, really well. Now we can go back to the inside and daytime. Turning on the generator before I forget, and landing lights coming off. We do have the landing lights on. Here coming off. And let's disengage the parking brake. And one thing I really want to show is that I completely forgot the compartment's open. Okay, so let's go prop full forward and let's taxi out of here. So a little bit of throttle, and I am doing full right rudder. We have a little bit of snow right here, but we should be good. Gotta say, I didn't really know this area that well before the last couple of mods that I have from this area, which one I used on the, I believe the UH-1H helicopter video, and the one we're gonna be checking out today. So yeah, I didn't really know them that well before that, but I'm actually enjoying this quite a bit. Enjoying this area quite a bit. This is still a taxiway, and this to the right is the continuation of the taxiway. Okay, so we're gonna hold short. Right here, that's the runway. So what I'm gonna do is set the parking brake, actually. Parking brake. Taxi lights coming off. Pitot coming on. It is snowy, so windshield heat coming on. And intake anti-ice, why not? Why not? Okay. Place the parking brake, and let's taxi into the runway. Slow down a bit, just a little bit. Landing lights coming on. And final check before takeoff, flaps 10. The rest should be good. Altimeter is good. And full throttle. Here we go. Rotate. Let's get a little bit more speed and flaps up. You can also check your flaps on this thing right here. I'm not going to be using the autopilot today. It's going to be a very short flight. We can hand fly all the way there, no problem. Let's pull the throttle back just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. And now we can trim the aircraft. This area is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Look at this. Really, really like it. Yeah, looking good. We want to head this way. Let's increase the GPS range. There we go. It's really nice flying around mountains. If you're not very familiar with the area where you're flying, I do feel like you should keep some things in mind, like we have mountains this way. Just hug one side, don't stay in the middle. If you're in the middle and you fly into an area that you can't overclimb, you can't climb fast enough, you can just try and do a 180 if you're on this side of the mountain. If you're in the middle, it's gonna be harder doing the turn. One thing we can do here is we can go to terrain view, and this is the area that we flew the UH-1H out of, I believe. Gorgeous airplane. Okay, so it should be right in front of us. Let's see if we can take a look at it. Yeah, I believe that's it. That's the area we flew the UH-1H out of, I believe. But yeah, this is where we want to go. There's a little bit of altitude. Let's fix this. The POI we're going to, it is quite a bit high. But it's fine. We have enough time and distance to climb. There we go. Yep. We can see it in the GPS. Landing lights are still on. Yep. Still on. Your boost is on. Just want to make sure everything is looking good. And we should start slowing down a little bit before the POI. Let's level off. We should start slowing down before the POI just because it's a very short runway, and the safer route is basically coming in very slow. The approach speed should be around 75 knots. So that's what I'm gonna aim for. I'm gonna aim for an approach at 75. If we had enough space, I would aim for whatever, really. You can just use the runway to slow down. That's not very That's not very pretty, I want to say, but it can work if you have a very long runway and you're not going to use most of it. That's not what you want to do. You want to leave enough runway in case you have an emergency, but yeah, it's a very short runway, so I'm going to start slowing down right about now actually. It is to our right, and let's lose some airspeed. Looking good. 120, 110, 100, flaps 10, a little bit of throttle, flaps 20, and ooh, it is very bumpy, very bumpy, very bumpy. Flaps 30. Let's see if we can gain about 200 feet ish. Please, there we go. 80 knots. Let's go full flaps and let's give ourselves quite a bit of throttle now. There we go, 6,500. Looking good. So as you can see, this little area, that's where we're going to. That's where we're going to. We're going to be dropping off some supplies there. You know, some coffee, some cheese. Just some food, you know. There we go, looking good. It is very bumpy. Very bumpy. And let's go skis down, actually. Completely forgot about that. And completely forgot about keeping an eye on the pitch, which is very bad. Very bad. So we have a kind of a runway here. Kind of. Pulling the throttle all the way back. There we go. And going full reverse. There we go. And this is it. This is literally it. As you can see, we can stop anywhere, we can fly anywhere. And it is a very limited runway, so if you're coming here, maybe you should consider just coming with the Twin Otter or a helicopter. Gotta be careful. Since we have the skis, you gotta be very careful. So let's take a look at the outside. Let's bring the prop back all the way. And this is the POI where we're dropping some supplies. Some food, cheese, coffee, chocolate. Very nice POI. Very nice aircraft. The skis are actually doing the ski thing on snow. You actually slide on the snow. So you do have to be a little bit careful with the throttle. It's not like when you're on wheels that you can just slam the brakes. This area looks very cozy. And look at this view. Can you imagine being in here, just waking up, having some hot chocolate, hot coffee, maybe some snacks, and then you walk towards this and you basically look at this. It's insanely beautiful, like it really is. Okay, back on the inside, let's go flaps up and flaps 10. Let's go drop full forward. And what I want to show is we have the skis down. A really nice thing that we can do is just want to show the rudder. I'm not going to be using the rudder. I'm just going to be using the engine. So let's increase the right engine just a little bit until we start moving. Are we moving yet? There we go, we are moving. Differential thrust. This is so nice, isn't it? This is super nice. As you can see by the wheel, I am not doing anything with the wheel. This is all the engine. This is all the engine. Okay, let's go forward with both of them. Gotta be a little bit careful. There we go. Go back a little bit. There we go. Not you, you. There we go. Let's start turning. Guess let's use a little bit of rudder. We were getting too close there, but yeah. I guess you get the picture. One thing that I didn't mention, it's not very safe, but if you're flying here, you should. I feel like this is one of the few areas that if you enjoy mountains, you should definitely check this out. And I just took a screenshot because I had to. But yeah, you can basically align facing this way. It's not very safe, don't do this. But if you will do this, you can just fly off this and the drop will give you enough speed. At least I have tested this with the Twin Otter, it works. I imagine with similar short takeoff and landing aircrafts, it's gonna work as well. I just figured I would mention. If you see a silly idea, I have probably tested it at some point. Okay, let's face this way. I want to show that we can actually take off going out of this. This dude should probably head away from this area, but it's a very windy day. So we have a little bit of crosswind. Okay, rotate. There we go, we have cleared the trees so we can kind of level off and go flaps up. Pulling the throttle back a bit. Yeah. This is the Twin Otter Skis version. When this releases on January 19th, 2022, I will update my description so I can place a link to the Aerosoft shop. If it has already come out by the time you watch this, hello from the past. And again, thank you very much everyone, I hope you enjoyed. I will have a link for everything I used in my description down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, it helps me out a lot. And it also lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. And wherever you are, I hope you stay safe, fly safe, bye bye.